Welcome to Star Bios, where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most captivating stars. Today, we're shining the spotlight on the debonair and talented Glenn Ford, a man whose rugged charm and versatility on screen have made him a beloved figure in American cinema. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Ford's life is a rich tapestry of drama, romance, and adventure, both on and off the screen. Born on May 1, 1916, in the picturesque town of Sainte-Christine-d'Auvergne, Quebec, Canada, Gwilyn Samuel Newton Ford was the son of Hannah Wood and Newton Ford, a railroad conductor with a passion for travel and exploration. The early life of Glenn Ford was marked by a sense of adventure and displacement, as his family moved to Santa Monica, California, when he was just 8 years old. This relocation would prove pivotal in shaping his future, as the sun-kissed landscapes and burgeoning film industry of Southern California would soon captivate his imagination. The warm, golden light of the California sun, the sound of the waves crashing against the shore, and the smell of saltwater taffy wafting through the air would become an integral part of Glenn's childhood memories, influencing his love for the ocean and the laid-back, carefree spirit that would define his on-screen persona. As a young boy, Glenn was enchanted by the stories his father told about his travels across Canada and the United States. Newton Ford's tales of adventure, danger, and resilience sparked Glenn's imagination, inspiring him to dream big and explore the world beyond his small town. The family's frequent moves, though challenging, also taught Glenn to be adaptable, resourceful, and open-minded, essential qualities that would serve him well in his future endeavors. His mother, Hannah, a former aspiring actress herself, encouraged Glenn's creative pursuits, recognizing the spark of talent within her son. She nurtured his love for acting, taking him to local theater productions and encouraging him to participate in school plays. Growing up in Santa Monica, young Glenn developed a passion for acting that would only continue to grow stronger with time. He attended Santa Monica High School, where he was an active member of the school's drama club, honing his craft and developing a confidence that would serve him well in his future endeavors. The 1920s and 30s were a transformative time for the film industry, with the rise of talkies and the decline of silent cinema. Glenn's early exposure to this dynamic landscape would instill in him a keen sense of adaptability and a willingness to take risks, essential qualities for any aspiring actor. He spent hours watching films at the local cinema, mesmerized by the likes of Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Harold Lloyd, studying their techniques and learning from their mistakes. The Ford family's modest means and Newton's frequent relocations as a railroad conductor meant that Glenn had to rely on his wits and resourcefulness from an early age. He developed a strong work ethic, taking on various part-time jobs to support himself and his family, including working as a gas station attendant, a soda jerk, and even a newspaper delivery boy. These humble beginnings would later inform his portrayals of everyday men, imbuing his characters with a sense of authenticity and relatability. Glenn's experiences during this period also taught him the value of hard work, perseverance, and determination, qualities that would become the hallmark of his career. As Glenn navigated his teenage years, he became increasingly fascinated with the world of entertainment. He would often sneak onto film sets, watching in awe as actors like Greta Garbo and Clark Gable brought characters to life. These early encounters not only deepened his love for acting, but also gave him a unique perspective on the craft, allowing him to observe the techniques and dedication required to succeed in the industry. He was particularly drawn to the work of director John Ford, who would later become a mentor and friend. Glenn's fascination with the filmmaking process led him to attend film workshops, where he learned about camera angles, lighting, and editing, developing a comprehensive understanding of the medium that would serve him well in his future collaborations. Glenn's formative years were also shaped by the cultural and historical context of the time. The Great Depression had left an indelible mark on American society, with many families struggling to make ends meet. The Ford family was no exception, and Glenn's experiences during this period would later influence his portrayals of characters navigating hardship and resilience. He witnessed firsthand the struggles of the working class, the desperation of those affected by the economic downturn, and the kindness of strangers who offered a helping hand. These experiences would inform his performances, imbuing them with a sense of empathy and understanding. The rise of cinema as a popular form of entertainment also played a significant role in shaping Glenn's ambitions, as he became enamored with the idea of escaping into a world of fantasy and drama through film. He devoured books on acting, attended lectures by industry professionals, and even formed his own theater troupe with friends, producing and performing in local productions. Glenn's passion for acting was all-consuming, driving him to pursue his dreams with unwavering dedication and perseverance. Rather, it was the culmination of a series of experiences, influences, and choices that would shape him into the versatile and compelling actor he would become. With his rugged good looks, quick wit, and unwavering dedication to his craft, Glenn Ford was poised to take the film industry by storm, leaving an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. As Glenn Ford's passion for acting continued to grow, he found himself drawn to the storied halls of Sacramento Junior College, where he enrolled in the drama program under the guidance of the esteemed instructor, Harry Davis. It was within these walls that Ford developed a deep and abiding appreciation for the works of William Shakespeare. Often performing in college productions of timeless classics like Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet, the thrill of bringing these iconic characters to life on stage not only helped him refine his technique, but also instilled in him a sense of confidence and poise that would serve him well in his future endeavors. As he navigated the complexities of Shakespeare's plays, Ford began to uncover the nuances of human emotion, learning to convey the subtleties of love, loss, and ambition with conviction and authenticity. It was during this formative period that Ford's fascination with the craft of acting deepened, and he became increasingly determined to hone his skills. Under Davis's watchful eye, Ford threw himself into his studies, poring over scripts, practicing his delivery, and observing the techniques of his peers. The college's intimate theater setting allowed him to experiment with different roles and styles. From the tragic heroism of Hamlet to the comedic flair of Puck in A Midsummer Night's Dream. These early experiences not only helped Ford develop his range as an actor, but also fostered a sense of camaraderie with his fellow students, many of whom would go on to become lifelong friends and colleagues. In 1939, with his passion for acting burning brighter than ever, Ford made the bold decision to leave Sacramento behind and head to Los Angeles, determined to make a name for himself in the film industry. With little more than a suitcase full of clothes and a fierce determination, he set out to conquer the city, knocking on doors, seeking out auditions, and meeting with casting agents. The streets of Hollywood were paved with promise, but also treacherous with rejection. Ford faced his share of setbacks and disappointments, yet he persevered, driven by an unyielding conviction in his abilities. Ford's big break came when he landed a contract with Columbia Pictures, which led to his screen debut in the 1939 film, Heaven with a Barbed Wire Fence. Although the movie itself was not a major success, Ford's performance caught the attention of critics and industry insiders, who took note of the young actor's raw talent and potential. This initial foray into the world of cinema marked the beginning of a long and storied career, as Ford began to build a reputation as a dedicated and versatile performer. Over the next few years, Ford appeared in a string of films, including The Lady in Question, 1940, So Ends Our Night, 1941, and Flight Lieutenant, 1942. While these early roles were often small and unremarkable, they provided Ford with invaluable experience and exposure, allowing him to hone his craft and develop his unique on-screen presence. It was during this period that he also began to form lasting relationships with contemporaries like director Fritz Lang and actor William Holden, who would become close friends and collaborators in the years to come. These friendships not only offered emotional support, but also provided a network of creative allies who shared Ford's passion for storytelling. One of the most significant events in Ford's early career came in 1943, when he starred alongside Rita Hayworth in the film The Lady is Willing. This marked a major turning point for Ford, as his performance earned him widespread critical acclaim and recognition within the industry. His portrayal of a young doctor, opposite Hayworth's character, showcased his range and versatility as an actor and cemented his status as a rising star in Hollywood. The chemistry between Ford and Hayworth on screen was undeniable, and their collaboration sparked a creative partnership that would yield some of the most memorable films of the era. As the 1940s drew to a close, Ford found himself increasingly in demand, appearing in films like Gilda, 1946, Framed, 1947, and The Big Heat, 1953. His collaborations with directors like Fritz Lang and Nicholas Ray resulted in some of the most iconic and enduring films of the era, with Ford's performances often serving as a highlight of these movies. His ability to convey a sense of vulnerability and introspection, while also exuding a tough, no-nonsense exterior, made him an ideal fit for the film noir genre, which was gaining popularity at the time. The darker, grittier themes of these films resonated with audiences, and Ford's performances tapped into a deep well of emotion, revealing the complexities and contradictions of the human experience. Ford's personal life during this period was also marked by significant events, including his marriage to actress Eleanor Powell in 1943. The couple had a son, Peter, in 1945, and their relationship was often subject to scrutiny from the press and public. Despite these challenges, Ford remained committed to his craft, continuing to push himself as an actor and explore new creative avenues. As he navigated the demands of fame and family life, Ford drew upon the lessons he had learned on stage, using his experiences to inform and enrich his performances. As Glenn Ford's career continued to flourish, he found himself drawn to more nuanced and complex roles, often playing characters with a deep sense of vulnerability and introspection. His performances in films like The Blackboard Jungle, 1955, and 3010 to Yuma, 1957, showcased his ability to convey a sense of quiet intensity, cementing his status as one of the most respected actors of his generation. The 1950s were a transformative time for Ford, both personally and professionally. He was no longer just a handsome leading man. He had evolved into a versatile actor capable of tackling a wide range of roles. Ford's personal life also underwent significant changes during this period. His divorce from Eleanor Powell in 1959 marked the end of an era, as the couple had been one of Hollywood's most beloved and enduring power couples. The split was amicable, but it still sent shockwaves through the industry. Ford's subsequent marriage to actress Katherine Hayes brought a new sense of joy and stability into his life, and the two remained together until their divorce in 1969. As Ford navigated the changing landscape of Hollywood, he continued to work tirelessly, appearing in a wide range of films that showcased his incredible range as an actor. Movies like Cimarron, 1960, The Courtship of Eddie's Father, 1963, and Midway, 1976, allowed him to tap into different aspects of his personality, from the rugged individualism of a frontier settler to the sensitive emotional depth of a single father. His collaborations with directors like George Cukor and Vincente Minnelli resulted in some of the most memorable films of the era, with Ford's performances often serving as a highlight of these movies. One notable example of Ford's dedication to his craft was his preparation for the role of Ben Wade in 3010 to Yuma. He spent weeks researching the character, poring over books, and talking to experts to get into the mindset of a rugged outlaw. This level of commitment paid off, as his performance earned him critical acclaim and solidified his reputation as one of Hollywood's top actors. In his later years, Ford's contributions to the film industry were recognized with numerous awards and accolades, including a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and a Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Film Institute. As he looked back on his long and distinguished career, Ford reflected on the lessons he had learned and the experiences that had shaped him as an actor and a person. "The most important thing I've learned," he once said in an interview, "is to always be true to yourself and your craft. Never compromise your values or your art, no matter what the cost." This philosophy was evident in his body of work, which spanned over 5 decades and included some of the most iconic films in Hollywood history. Ford's commitment to authenticity and integrity had earned him a reputation as one of the most respected actors of his generation. Glenn Ford passed away on August 30th, 2006, at the age of 90, leaving behind a legacy that continues to be felt today. His commitment to his craft and his values serves as an inspiration to us all, reminding us of the importance of staying true to ourselves and our passions. Ford's story is also a reminder that success is not solely defined by one's professional achievements. As we strive to emulate Ford's example, we must remember that true greatness is not just about achieving fame or fortune, but also about living a life of purpose, integrity, and compassion. Remember that the power to create lasting impact lies within each of us, and that by staying true to ourselves and our values, we can leave a lasting legacy that will be felt for generations to come. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.